So what's up guys? This is the Forex Academy again on your screen. So today we'll be doing basically everything about Forex trading. I'll be compiling everything about Forex trading in one video or two or three videos. So I want you to just stay tuned as we dive in. So there's already a course outline already mapped out for this um Forex trading journey. Like for the video, there's already a course outline I have for my academy. So let me go straight to the course line and let's see. So now in the course line we have what we call, let me zoom this for you guys so you can see clearly. So now in the course line, this is module one, which is what is forex trading. I'll basically tell you guys that forex trading is the foreign exchange, the buying of one currency or selling of another currency. Buying of one currency or the selling of another currency, which is what we call foreign exchange. Although there is a note that is mapped out. So look at what the note is telling us here. It says this is basically the buying and selling of one currency to the other. Forex is the abbreviation of foreign exchange. So I tell you, it's either you're buying one currency or you're selling the other currency together. So that's what forex trading is all about. So history of forex trading, benefit of forex trading is that financial freedom. Risks involved in forex trading, I'll not lie to you, it's very risky. You will lose funds and all that. It's very very risky. So it's risky in trading forex. So now let's now go to module two, which is um forex market basics. So now let's go to module two, which says currency pairs. So now what is currency pairs? Now let's go into the notes. I'll be using this note to teach you guys. So now let me zoom this so we all can see. Sorry, let me zoom it. I think this will be more better. So now what is currency pairs? Currency pairs is just like having two currencies together. It is not stated here, but the definition of currency pairs is having two currency pairs together. Don't worry, we'll dive into the chart very soon. It's having two currencies together. That is saying that having naira and having US dollar come join together give us for currency pairs. It's just like you having a pair of shoe. You get, then you have another pair of shoe that is what in two pairs of shoe. That's why they name it currency pairs, not currency pair. Currency pairs. You understand? So this is having two major currencies together. Like now we are having the naira, which is in Nigeria, and you're having the US dollar coming together. You get, either you're buying one or you're selling the other one. That's what currency pair is all about. So let me give you a very detailed understanding in the chart. Sorry. So now we have what we call USD JPY. Let's say USDPY, which is US dollar Japanese yen. So now you can see that we have US dollar here and we have Japanese yen here. They are two currencies together. You get, yen is for the Japanese people, while US dollar is for the and white dollar is for the US people. So these are two currencies coming together to form what currency pairs. You understand? We have another one which is what Euro USD. So now this Euro USD now, it's what is European US dollar. So it's telling us that Euro coming together with dollar to make what currency pairs. That's the use of what currency pairs. Is two currencies, two different currencies coming together, not two the same currency. You cannot see USD. You have to see two different currencies coming together. So that's what currency pair is all about. So deep down we have what we call um base and quote. Let me write it there. Base and quote currency. So what is base and quote currency? Base is always the first currency you see when you open your chart, while quote is the second currency. Example, you have what USD JPY, right? The first one, which is USD, is always the base, while the second one, Japanese yen JPY, is always the quote. It happens to all of them, exceptional of none. So we have Euro USD, right? The first one what is the base, while the second one what is the quote. The first one is the base, while the second one what is the quote. Just put it in the back of your mind that the first one is the base, while the second one what is the quote. It happens to all of them. If you go down to USD CAD, USD Canadian dollar, the first one what USD is the base, while the second one what is the quote. The first one is always the base, while the second one is what is the quote in all currency pairs. It's exceptional of none. So now getting deep into this base and quote. So when you enter your chart, like now this chart you're seeing here, you can see XAG USD. XAG what is the base, while USD what is the quote. This is what we call silver US dollar. So now when you enter into this chart now, the base is always one, while the quote is any amount you're seeing. Just like now naira, just like now you're a Nigerian person and you take your naira to the US country, and let's say we have NGN, no, let's say we have USD NGN, right? US dollar Nigerian naira. So now you know that the current price of US dollar is 1006. Then now you take your naira to the US country. For you to go to the bank to change it, let's say you want to buy your food in the restaurant, then they now tell you that it's $1 per food. So you now say, okay, you want to give them naira. They say no, you have to go and change it in the bank. Then you go straight to the bank. You want to change it in the bank. Then how much do you think they will give you? How many naira will you give them for them to give you one USD? That's when exchange rate comes in. That's when Forex comes in. So now you see that you are giving them your naira for them to give you just one USD. So you'll be giving them 1,600 or any figure in their bank for them to just give you what? One USD. That's how it works. So the base is always one. Then the quote is any amount that is inside. It works for all. When we have USD JPY, if JPY is 1,000 naira, sorry, let me if JPY is one if JPY one is 1,000 and USD one is, let me say, 1,006. If you carry your JPY to the US country, you have to give them what? 1,600 naira for them to give you what? $1. That is how it is. That's how the base and quote work. The base is always one and the quote is always any number that comes behind. You get? So now let's move into this. See this, yeah, XAG USD, that is silver USD. You know that I told you the first one is always the base, while the second one was the quote. So now look at this place here. XAG now, it's what? One. So now USD is now telling us for me to buy one silver, I have to give them 36,372 naira to get just one silver. To buy one silver, you can see the figures here. Look at the figures here. You can see the figures here, right? For me to buy one silver, because XAG is silver, for me to get one silver now, for me to get one silver, which is the quote, which is the base, sorry, the base, I have to give them what? 36,300 and what? 97, 99 is fluctuates. So let's just say 36,400 for me to get one silver. You know, $36,398 for me to get one silver. You understand? Because silver is skyrocketing now, it's buying, so everybody's they are demanding it, so it's going up. So that's what how base and quote works. So since we have understand the base and quote, so now let's move into the three major categories of currency pairs. There's one which we call the major currency pairs. These are currency pairs that include the USD, sorry, these are currency pairs that includes the USD and any other major economy. They usually have tight spreads. These major currency pairs now will help you secure your profit, like let you know blow your account in a gefe or in speed of light. So that's what the major currency pair is all about. You have tight spread, the spread is not much, it's little, so they help you tighten your profit. So we have crosses. The crosses now they involve the major economy but do not involve do not involve the USD. Their spread is always usually wide. You can see the crosses are wide, while the exotics are over wide. So if you tell me now, I'll tell you to stick with what? The major currency pairs. So now these are the major currency pairs here. I will just wait for a little bit for you guys to copy the major currency pairs. And I would love you to copy the major currency pairs because that's what you'll be using to trade for the main time for for your training. So while I give you the little time to copy, So I can believe that we are done with that. So now let's move into what? The crosses. Now you can see the crosses. Let's just put it from here. The crosses. There are more of the crosses now. So when you see the crosses, you will know which one to trade. The majors, I will advise for beginners, you trade the majors. Only trade the majors for beginners. Don't move more than the majors. So now I can believe that we are done with that. So now see the finishing of the crosses. So now let's move to exotics. So you see these exotics. If you want to trade them, fine. You can test them. Like me, I tested all of them and I knew the one that is good for me. So and I knew the one that made me lose a lot of money. So for you to not lose a lot of money, our advice is you stick with the majors. So now let's stick to what exchange rate. Now exchange rate. Let's go to our definition here. We have exchange rate definition here. We say an exchange rate is usually one currency to the other. In essence, if you have $1 and you travel to the Japanese bank to exchange the currency, any amount of yen you are given is what we call exchange rate. Exchange rate fluctuate based on which currency is stronger at the moment. Just like I told you guys in base and quote, you get, the exchange rate is just base and quote. Just like you give me garri, I give you tomato. You give me a house, I give you a car. Trade and barter. That's what exchange rate is all about. I carry my dollar, I give to the what? To the person, they borrow the change. He gives me any amount of dollar there, or I give my dollar to the borrow the change, or to the bank, they give me any amount of naira. That's what exchange rate is all about. But in forex, exchange rate is based on base and quote. Exchange rate is based on base and quote. You get, the base is always one, while the quote is any amount. Let's say a borrow the change, I go to the borrow the change person and I gave him, I don't know the amount of euro now. Let me say euro is 3,000. I don't know the current price. So let's say I give him the 3,000 naira per 1 euro. Then after, as I'm giving the 3,000 naira, for him to give me the $1, you have to give me like $2. You get? So that's what the exchange rate is all about. It fluctuates based on which one is stronger at the moment. So that's what exchange rate is all about. But in forex trading, is based on base and code. So now let's move to things that can be traded in the forex market. So now that's what exchange rate is all about. So let's move to pips and pipettes. But before these pips and pipette, let me go to things that can be traded in the forex market. So now these are things that can be traded in the forex market. Stocks. You can trade stock. These are like buying shares of company, e.g. Apple and the rest, bank shares, Tesla shares, pharmaceutical company shares and all that. We trade commodities too. These are valuable products like crude oil, silver, gold. Like this chart I am in now, you can see it's silver. So you can call this what a commodity trading. I'm trading commodities. You get. But for now, you don't trade commodities, please. Don't trade commodities. I beg you. So now we trade crypto too. I trade crypto too. You trade crypto, BTC, Ethereum, LTC, and currencies. Now, for me, I will tell you to stick with your currencies because these are usually traded in pairs, e.g., Euro USD, GBP, JPY, and NZ card. There are more to that. These are just currencies, like few ones they mentioned. So you trade your currencies. So now we have what we call indices. These tracks other market. They are usually in single, not in pair. You can see they are on their own. Leave this single for now. Change your currencies. So now we have to now go to what pips and pipette. What is pips? Pips. This is price interest point. This This represent the smallest change in a currency pair. This is the fourth decimal point. So if we have a figure of 1.230, the fourth number after the decimal point is the pip. So if this number moves from 1.2310, that's saying that the market moved 8 pips. You get? So now let me go and redefine it for us. So they say pips, right? Pips. Pips now, I will tell you that in a short definition, this is the movement of the market, either going up or coming down. You get? Either going your direction or going against you. It's just like now you want to go to your friend's house, then you're calculating the steps that you used to your friend's house and coming back. That's what pips is all about. The movement of the market. So now they say pips is the fourth number after the decimal point. So if you have 1.20345. So now you can see now this is the pipette, this one. This number 5 is the pipet. We don't use this number 5 for the pipet. So this is from this number 4 down to number 1 is what we call pips. From number 4 down to number 1 is pips. All of them are pips. From number 4, from the 4 decimal number to the first one is what we call pips. So now let me get this 5 far away from us so that we understand. So if this market now moves 1.204 43. You get, let's just do it like this. Let's say now, let's now calculate it. You now, let me say pips now. Let me now show you how to calculate pips. The entry price minus the current price. The entry price is what? 1.2034. The current price is 1.2043. When you minus it, the figures it gives you, that's the pips that is the amount of pips you are getting at that particular time. Like I told you, pips is from here to this place, from the fourth figure down to the first one is pips, while this one is what? Pipet. So if this number three change figure, just know we're having like 40 something pips. If this zero adds one, we're having like 100 and something pips. If this two adds one or enter three, you're having 1,000 pips. Then if this number one changes to number two, you're having 2 million pips. You get? So that's how pips works about. But this number 5, even though it changes, it does not concern us because it's pipet. You get? So that's how pips works. It's just the movement of the market. You can see some forex traders will tell you, we made 400 pips today, we made 500 pips. It's just that it's telling us the market moved 500 times. The market moved 500 times their way. You get? So that's what pips is all about. So now we have leverage and margin. That will be in the next class or in the next video. So just stay tuned as we get into that. Thank you.